You have spent a lot of money on classes, you've read books, you've been consuming a lot of content, reading blogs, taking master classes. In your mind, you are working on your business. You are studying how to run a multi-million-dollar business. But deep down, you know that you are just studying, you are not doing anything about your business. And the truth is that no matter how much you study, it is not going to translate into business growth results as long as you are not taking action. In this video, I'm going to show you the balance between learning and doing in your business as a founder, and why you should not be stuck in the learning phase. But first, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for the love and support. You know I appreciate you. If you're just coming across my video on my channel for the first time, my name is Deyi-Daniel, and I'm building a community of 100 million people who are crazy about growth. On this channel, I film about personal, career, and business growth. You should be a part of this community, so subscribe. I'll be so glad to have you. I have one major goal for sitting down and shooting this video. It is to pull you by whatever means available from that phase or that mindset that has kept you stuck in the learning phase for so long, instead of having actual business results, skyrocketing your revenue, and serving more people with your brilliant products. Let me explain to you what is really happening and why you are stuck in that learning phase. First, learning feels very, very safe. And I need you to understand this so that you're able to recognize when you have entered that comfort zone of just learning. Because everybody talks about learning as a good thing. But as a business owner and as a founder, you have to understand that sometimes learning can give you a sense of progress. Oh, you paid so much to attend that business class. Oh, you paid a lot of money to buy that book and deliver it overseas. Oh, you paid a lot of money to get on that call with a business coach. It can give you that sense and dopamine that you are actually doing something for yourself, but you are not. It can look very productive on the surface, but beneath it, you are just trying to protect yourself from actually taking risk by doing, actually taking the risk of execution, because you feel like when you actually start doing, when you launch that new product line, when you launch that new business, the world will judge. You may be afraid that people will ignore what you are doing, or that a lot of people are going to say no to you. So you have suddenly tied your identity to being the smart one, the nerdy one, the one who reads a lot of books, the one who watches a lot of videos, the one who consumes a lot of content. You have tied your identity to being the perfectionist. You have put yourself stuck in a long time in the phase of preparation and preparing to launch and trying to create a strategy and trying to study the market. You know, those things that we founders tell ourselves to exempt us from doing the actual work or to postpone doing the actual work. And that is very dangerous. You can't continue to stay in that cave of preparation and hoping that your fears will go away. It won't. Your fear will only shrink when your courage grows bigger. And your courage cannot grow when you are not actually doing. I always say it casually that I rate people who do higher than people who learn, because learning is hard, but doing, actual execution, is way harder. Another thing that is keeping you stuck in the learning phase is that you are mistaking readiness for certainty. So you're telling yourself things like, once I know how to market it, to sell it, and to price it, that's when I'll launch. Certainty is a myth in business, especially when you are in the early phase. You cannot be absolutely certain about anything, and you can't wait until you are certain before you declare that you are ready. I'm saying that you do not need to be certain about anything before you are ready to launch, before you are ready to take action. A lot of the founders that you admire, they don't wait for certainty. Most of them just acted on conviction, and then they adjusted fast in places where they realized that they were wrong. They launched before they had everything figured out, because there's only one way to figure it out, and that is by doing. You don't need certainty. You need courage to start and humility to learn as you go. Another reason you are stuck in the learning phase is because you are hiding behind perfectionism. You've been preparing to launch, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You are still preparing to launch. You're not refining your idea. You are just hiding behind perfectionism. You are waiting until your brand feels right, until your website looks absolutely polished, until your product is flawless. Meanwhile, someone with half your skill and half your passion somehow has zero fear and has already launched, and they are learning faster than you. Who is lying to yourself that you are learning? I'll say it over and again. Doing something beats doing something perfect. I need you to understand, as brutal as it may sound, that action is the only way you get to build a business. Your learning phase might seem like a progress, but trust me, a profitable business is not a collection of books, vision boards, notion boards. It is putting out an offer into the world. It is that customer that you have helped. It is a process that you have tested. It is a product that people have started using. Trust me, you don't get that from planning. You get it from starting. And even if you fail, you are far better than someone who is on page 45 of a startup ebook. Every founder would have to earn their stripes in this arena. You cannot shortcut it, but the sooner you step in, the faster you grow. So while you are learning, please start doing what you need to do. And it is not about you being reckless. Because for you to take action, it's not like you need to maybe quit your job or you need to write a 50 pages business plan. You just need to pick one thing and move. Send that email. Launch the ugly landing page. Ask someone to pay you for a service, even if it is $20. Then reflect. See where you have gaps. See where you have errors and adjust. Do it over and over again. Now, that is what we call real learning, because you're not just learning from the books, you're not just learning from the podcasts, you're not just learning from coaches, you are gaining experience while doing. I want you to think about it in this manner. Learning happens in the loop of action and feedback. You take an action, you study the results, which is the feedback. You use it to take an action, you study the results, which is feedback. So the learning that you are looking for, the kind of learning that you are looking for as a business owner or as a founder, it is in the loop of action and feedback. Yeah. I'm saying you don't need more time. You don't need another business course. You just need to bet on yourself loudly, publicly, imperfectly. That's how every great founder started. And that's how I want you to start too. I hope this helps you. If you've learned one or two things from this video, please like, share, subscribe, and let me know what stood out to you in the comments. See you in my next video. Be good.